Right. I just finished a 3-mile run. When I started off running, I was getting winded at 3/4 of a mile and barely making a mile and struggling with that for a week. Then getting to 1.5 miles and just recently to 2 miles. And just yesterday while running, I noticed my body was cooperating with me and not fighting me. The run for the first 2.5 weeks was just a fight. And now my body is with me. So it just goes to show that you put the time in, you put the work in, and don't give up. You can do it. So I did 3 miles today, and I feel good. Anyway, here I am leaving Naugatuck High School, where I've been running on the track, and I find track running particularly boring and punishing. And I do those runs on purpose because I like fighting against the elements. And then when I'm running on trails or something more scenic, the run's a lot easier, even though I'm going the same distance. So, back to the tour here of Naugatuck, going back a different way on Rubber Avenue. This is the part of town where I spent most of my days. I went to Naugatuck High School, spent many days going back and forth on this very road. Everything I needed was right here as a kid. This is the entrance to what is the Mountain View Plaza. I'm in the wrong lane here. And this entryway is new. It was not here when I lived here. So you would just go straight through. Right up ahead, where you see the Citgo sign up there, and the McDonald's, that was your in and out up there. My first job was at the McDonald's, which is up on the left-hand side. We'll pass it as soon as we get a green light. I got fired from the McDonald's because I got caught throwing eggs at the sign, the Golden Arches, when I was closing, because the owner of this gas station here saw us throwing eggs at that sign and told the manager, and we got busted and then fired. So again, Naugatuck, the Elks Club. I have no idea what that is, but it's been around forever. This 7-Eleven we see right up here was where I spent many days playing video games, buying big gulps, playing games like Donkey Kong and Pac-Man. Remember playing Spy Hunter. And up that road is where we used to live. So, again, there's a restaurant here that was put up while I was living here. And there's a place to get your hair cut. Mad Stallion's Barbering. Used to be called Headdress, I believe. And down there's where we stood down. Oh, sorry. And there were cars behind me, which I did not realize. So we're going to go a little bit faster now. Yeah, this is a very, very scenic route. It's one of the most enjoyable parts of being here, is just having great scenery to look at. So it feels good. So this takes us a different way back home. Usually we'll go down where the houses are, take a left at Dunkin' Donuts, and it's I guess not too scenic, but as you can see, this way is much more desirable. So it's just a nice ride. And what I like about this area is that you can take many different roads to get to the same place. So pretty decent looking area. I've been doing this run lately in trails where you really can't see, but up there, or you can't see it because houses are in the way, but there were some rocks up there. Big hill to get up. And you look down. And of course we see Naugatuck High School back there, we've seen the stores to get there, we've seen these houses. But from up there, all you see are trees, and you would not even know there was a town down here if you didn't know any better. Just an amazing place to be. Stop sign action. Okay, can't see much there. This is the trail that I go up. And I go up that way. Sorry about that quick turn there, but I kind of wanted to show both paths. The path to the right, I'm going to show you where that comes out of when we go past it. comes out. My car has been driving very, very well lately. I think that's because the temperatures have not been that high. But my car has 280,000 miles on it. It runs pretty good, has a lot of issues. But until I'm settled, I'm going to wait to get a car. I got the mirror tapes on the left-hand side. I have to use the emergency release lock to shift it. And, it's an old car. But it works. And until I'm settled, I'm going to keep it. So I run it into the ground. So anyway, back to the scenery. Now we're going to come out on a main road. And this is just a little back road to get to where we have to go. And it might come together for you if you remember the last video. I don't know. Right here is Route 63. If we go right, which we are, it takes us to Naugatuck. Technically, this is Naugatuck now. We're very close to it. To the left, that's where you get to Route 84 to Waterbury. And this way here, we're going to downtown Naugatuck, and this takes us towards New Haven and beyond. The good thing about this way too is you get to see more scenery. Just a typical ride anywhere is a sightseeing adventure. I just love how everything looks here. And pretty soon it's going to open up to something spectacular. Again, I'm not seeking out places to video. It's just how great it looks here. This is a newly paved road. They've been doing the roads at night. So when I first got here, the roads are horrible. Then I'd wake up in the morning and then one road would be paved. And each morning after that, another road would be paved. Now there's more nicer roads than there are bad roads, so that's good. And just that scenery up there is fantastic. You can just see the sunlight on top of the hill where it's shady right here. It's just amazing to be here. So anyway, I can go on and on about the scenery and probably get sick of it. I just really like it. I definitely have a bias on the East Coast. I definitely have a bias. Living in Indiana for, I don't know, on the better 8 years, 9 years or so. Flatland. There are some scenic spots, but not anything like here. So anyway, we're taking a left to go to Naugatuck Manor, which is, the apartments where I'm staying at right now. Still waiting. That's going to be a Subaru, I guarantee it. And it is a Subaru. Seems like I get behind Subaru. Ooh, any guess? My fuel light just went on. Luckily, I only have a little while to go, and we will make it home okay. Golf course action down there. Haven't gone golfing yet. Don't own any clubs. And to be honest with you, I really can't say I golf. I golf a couple of times a year, but I really haven't golfed in 3 years. So I think there was a time for 3 years I golfed once or twice a year. And the last 3 years I haven't golfed at all. I guess you can't call me a golfer. Playing golf would be difficult, especially when you're chip shots, when you're just off the green. I find those the most challenging shots. Anyway, we are at the stop sign, and we are very close to our destination. That is another view of the golf course. Another view of the golf course. can see, there's a lot of great scenery. The golf course is good to look at, not to mention the great back roads in the mountains. All that is well and good, but nothing compares to the sights that the luxurious Naugatuck Manor gives us. And here's where I present to you Naugatuck Manor, a lesson in luxury. And here we are. We have arrived. Hope you enjoyed your trip. And that's all.